A piercing sound echoed from the distant corridor, like metal being dragged across the floor. A heavy, jagged object, scraping against the ground, sending sparks flying. The sound set their teeth on edge. They snapped their heads toward the source, their muscles tensing. Something was coming. The two quickly hid behind a wall, slightly exposing their heads to check the situation around the corner. As the sound grew louder, a huge white leg appeared in front of them. Hundreds of tentacles extended from its body, each ending in a human head the size of a fist. The heads looked simple, deformed, and covered in blood. Above the giant leg hung some kind of male organ. The terrifying noise they heard was the sound of human skulls scraping against the ground. What the hell is this? Seeing the monster, Yang Linlin felt sick. Zhao Yi, however, seemed fascinated, his eyes flashing with excitement. What a beautiful creation, he praised. Zhao Yi, what kind of aesthetics do you have? How is this thing beautiful? It seems Zhao Yi not only has mental issues but also questionable taste. I can only admire Brother Zhao's perspective. I suddenly understand why he got excited when he saw the female ghost in the elevator last time. What do we do next? Yang Linlin was at a loss. This kind of sanity-draining horror couldn't be observed for long. Not everyone was like Zhao Yi. Zhao Yi replied, there must be important clues in this underground test base. But there are also many dangers. We need to move forward slowly and carefully. Yang Linlin nodded solemnly. Then, she watched in confusion as Zhao Yi picked up a scalpel and rushed toward the monster. The monster, sensing Zhao Yi, suddenly turned and charged at him in a bizarre posture, leaving a lengthy blood trail behind. Just as they were about to collide, Zhao Yi pulled out Old Man Liu's real estate certificate and locked the monster in a small dark room. 10 seconds. Enough. This monster looked terrifying, but it was far weaker than the principal. It was only moderately dangerous and had a fatal weakness. Rioting mutant. Danger level, intermediate. Note: a mere semi-finished product, nowhere near the quantum state outside. Weakness, hemorrhoids. Additional notes: apparently, when those lunatics conducted their horrific experiments, they didn't consider that mutants sitting for long periods would develop hemorrhoids. Since his data was scrambled in the underground garage, Zhao Yi made sure to annotate his findings in detail. The biggest and most useful information was the weakness. Zhao Yi decided to kill this mutant for 2 reasons. First, although Old Man Liu's real estate certificate had a 1-day cooldown, it reset at midnight. Second, this ghost was easy to kill. He didn't even have to search for the hemorrhoids. The monster's butt was right there. He drew his knife. Slash. Steady and precise. The minimally invasive surgery was complete. The monster collapsed like a pile of mud. Congratulations on killing the rioting mutant. Your soul weapon has gained a special ability, Entanglement. Units injured by your soul weapon will develop glutton in their wounds until they die. The strength of glutton is based on your level. Your attributes have improved. Yang Linlin approached cautiously, staring at the motionless mutant on the ground. It's dead. Yes. Zhao Yi gazed at the corpse with intense interest. It was supposed to be a perfect creature, but its creator wasn't very skilled. The scalpel in his hand gleamed as he skillfully removed the peripheral muscle tissue, exposing the spinal nerves and internal organs. This thing has 18 kidneys. Ridiculous. At the corridor's end, a massive petri dish contained a moldy placenta. Nearby, surgical instruments were covered in blood, and experimental data was scattered everywhere. Zhao Yi bent down and retrieved a logbook from a corpse with half its head eaten away. Experiment log 8.17. X163 is in good condition. All organs are developing as planned. Interestingly, when Xiao Hai accidentally injected it with 3 times the intended dose of male hormones, its kidneys became even healthier and larger. 8.24. The mayor inspected our work and was highly impressed. Soon, everyone will receive millions in dividends, benefiting all of humanity. My name will go down in history. 8.26. I heard that the Inner Garden researchers have successfully